Right, so India, of course, now moved to the Caribbean for a white ball series, 3 ODIs and then 5 T20 internationals, which is also spread across to Miami, the last 2, that is. Now, we have Darren Gough, who, of course, spoke about us throughout the India tour of England, but we just want to pick his mind about India's tour of West Indies and what this series will mean in terms of the grander scheme of things. More importantly, Goughy, where do India need to tick their remaining boxes in white ball cricket?
Well, after watching India beat England in both T20 and the 50-over competition, I think they're in a decent place mentally. It was an important series win for India and for Al Dravid, but I think they'd like to get better starts consistently, that top order. We've seen Kohli obviously now is going to have a little bit of a break, and Bumrah and Chahal, 3 big players for India in white ball cricket, but it's an opportunity for others. But they need to get consistent starts, which allows their middle order then to real cash in at the end of the innings, rather than having to rebuild for 10 or 15 overs before they can go again. Realistically, when you come into a World Cup, we saw it in England in 2019, you have to score well over 300 to be in the game. There's loads of batting talent on show from all around the world. You can't be getting 250, 260 and relying on your bowlers every single time you go into a one-day international.
Now, you mentioned those who are unavailable, and it presents an opportunity for the others. So if I had to put you on the spot here and you have to pick one player to, of course, fill in the void of Kohli, Chahal and Bumrah respectively, who do you think India would be looking at, and who would be your choice as well?
Well, King legend Rahul. I think he's got to be in with a shout if he's fit. I know he's had some surgery. He's a fantastic player, enormous talent, got a great average in one-day cricket. So, listen, you're getting an absolute top performer in if you want to go down that route. I also am a massive fan of Shreyas Iyer. I think I've said that to you before. I think he's a wonderful, wonderful talent. Whether he can get in front of Rahul might be a different matter. And Huda, I mean, we talked about him in the T20s. Will he get now an opportunity as well to prove his worth? And we'll have to wait and see where India go with that. Ashwin, I think, is back for the T20s. Not a bad replacement for Chahal. You've also got Kuldeep Yadav, left-arm wrist spin, who's also got great averages in 50 overs in T20 cricket. So there's loads of talent that coming in. And I'll say this again about India. You could pick 3 different teams and they would still compete to win any competition out there. They've got so much talent, which we've seen come to the fore this last 10 years with domestic cricket in India, with the IPL. So, to be fair, you've got 3 players that are missing, but you've got loads of talent that are going to come in and replace them.
Okay, and with the longer lens here, if you had to pick 4 out-and-out pacers for the T20 World Cup, if you're the Indian selectors, who would that be and why? Well,
Bumrah, I think he's the first one on the best, all-format fast bowler in the world, in my book. So he's your first pick. He's your golden pick. I think Kumar, obviously, Bhuvi Kumar obviously comes in because of his skill with the new ball. I think it's really, really important to take early wickets. It really slows the momentum down as the innings go on. And early wickets we've seen throughout this last series, England versus India. So I think he's got to be on there. And then Siraj, who I think has got pace, and I think he got a little bit about him. And I was impressed when I first saw him bowl in Australia. I've been impressed when I've seen him bowl in India. And again now, when he's got his opportunity, I think he's got a little bit about him. And then you go, I think you all know I'm a fan of, Umran Malik. Anybody who can bowl that speed gets into my squad, because on the pitches, especially in Australia, you might just need that extra bit of pace where it might just shock the opposition. But India have got so many. You've got Shami, who we know he's another again with a new ball, so much skills. And you've got Krishna as well. So there's plenty of options there for India, but I would have Umran Malik, Kumar, Siraj and Bumrah.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, plenty of names. We've not even spoken about Arshdeep or Avesh, but they're in the reckoning too. But good choices, Goughy, and I don't think many will dispute you. Thanks so much for joining us in this look-ahead sort of video in the India West Indies tour. We'll leave it there. Thanks, gentlemen. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and, of course, share this video as much as you can. Until the next time, it's a goodbye from me, Avnish Hegde, and, of course, Darren Gough.